The labor market's been heating up, especially for software engineers. Inflation's running wild, and bad technology stock performance has been shocking everyone and hitting salaries of the risk takers in the industry very hard. What's up everyone, and welcome to a new web series that covers tech worker news and general industry information that you need to know. The labor market in general in the United States has been really hot, especially when you look at it from a software engineering compensation perspective. And I've been seeing 20, 30, even 40% salary increases when tech workers do some looking around and hop over to other shops. Amazon, for example, boosted its maximum pay for corporate and technology employees from $160,000 a year to $350,000 a year. Even before Amazon's announcement, the so-called Great Resignation, inflation, and labor shortages were already causing major changes in compensation throughout the industry. Results of an annual survey released by PayScale indicate that nearly 60% of technology companies plan to give pay raises of more than 3% this year, significantly higher than in the past. In addition, you have 50% of technology companies that now offer stock as benefit, more than any other industry. This particular offering up 3 percentage points since before the pandemic, according to a 2022 Compensation Best Practices report. Amazon's prior base salary of $160,000 was significantly lower than many of the company's peers as well, and was increasingly becoming an obstacle for their recruiters. An annual report of the 2022 State of Software Engineers released by Hire.com, which is a tech job-seeking platform, seems to confirm the trend of big increases in total compensation seen in the industry, with smaller regions also seeing higher salary growth versus some of the bigger tech hubs as talent moves to smaller, lower cost of living areas. Small cities all over the United States have been offering enticing benefits for remote workers to move to their localities as a part of their revitalization strategy to expand the local tax base. There are some small cities offering up to $15,000 in tax incentives and grants for tech workers specifically. The Austin market has seen the highest average salary increase, 9% for engineers from $139,000 in 2020 to $151,000 in 2021. Josh Brenner, the CEO of Hire.com, has commented on the new tech landscape, saying that to win top engineering talent, companies have to offer increasingly competitive salaries, flexibility, and most importantly, extend their talent pipelines outside of traditional technology hubs to other regions globally. The trend continues looking at remote salaries, having increased across all markets in 2021. The most notable increases were for candidates in markets such as Toronto, Los Angeles, Austin, and Denver, which saw salary increases for average remote salaries between 7 and 14% year over year. All of these pay increases seem to placate the concerns of many tech candidates around not only a volatile market, but inflation. Many tech workers' total compensation packages have been reduced in value, sometimes up to 30% depending on the time they signed, and other factors such as the vesting schedule and how favorable the terms on signing were depending on market moves. Some employees from certain tech companies have lost big because of the battering smaller tech stocks took in Q1 2022. Examples include Snapchat and Pinterest, among others. A recent forecast for the annual inflation rate in March pins the number at 8.5%, which would be the highest since January of 1982. Back then, the Fed temporarily raised rates very high in order to make the economy more well-adjusted for price stability. We saw action from the Fed on this front last February, raising rates 0.25% and signaling another 6 rate increases throughout this year. Higher rates don't bode well for tech stocks because the venture capital money used to fund tech startups at high valuations doesn't come as cheaply. These second-order effects are impossible to predict though, so your mileage with that latest startup may vary. Alright guys, that's it from me. If you've liked the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.